In this tutorial, we're going to go over how to start cleaning up our rough edit so we can improve our timing. So we have 4 video clips in our timeline, 2 aircraft clips followed by 2 Miami Beach type of clips. So I'll go ahead and play that. Okay, now if we were to look at this, we hear an audio that's been put together with this aircraft footage and here as well. The issue is that we have an audio file that's not matching the footage. So here, for example, we have the wheels touching down. Typically when you have that, you have an audio file following that, which usually are brakes being pressed and the aircraft landing. We don't have that at this time, so perhaps we need to trim this footage so it will match our audio, and we will do that. So we're going to do a ripple edit. So you select the ripple tool, which is the 3rd tool in our tool palette or tool panel. Select on that tool, and when you select on the edit point, you will click on the clip itself and drag it left or right. Now this audio file is not connected to this video file, so you may have an issue where you need to go ahead and select the other clip as well, or you can select them independently. So I have held my shift key and selected both sides, and I will select on that and drag until I see the aircraft at a point where I feel more comfortable. So you'll see in the program monitor or panel, you will see here on the left hand side the clip that I'm moving or trimming, I should say, and the incoming clip on the right hand side. Now because I'm using a ripple trim, there should not be a gap after I perform this trimming option. So after left clicking with this tool, I will let go, and sure enough, you'll see that both the videos and the audio file that were following this clip or these clips actually move to the left. So that is a ripple trim in Adobe Premiere CS6. Now let's see what we have so far. So I'll select my selection tool, make sure my playhead is located at the beginning, and play this portion here. Okay, that seems to be working a little better, but here's the issue. The next issue is that we have an audio file that is not really following along too well. Maybe we want to have more of the audio file when it becomes louder to match this aircraft that's over our heads. For that, we can utilize the slip tool. What the slip tool does is it's also a trimming operation, but it does not affect either the in point or the out point of our clip. It actually moves the clip in time left and right, so you can hear a portion of the file earlier or later. To utilize that tool, we'll select the slip tool, which is below the blade tool. You'll see it here. I'll select on that, and the way this works is you select on the clip itself, not at an edit point. So I'll select on the center of the clip, I'll click and hold, and then drag left or right. and you will see by the time code there how much time I'm moving it over. Now when I let go, I'll move a little bit further. There we go. You'll see that a louder portion of the audio file is showing here. Now if you can't see this, you can select in between the audio tracks and expand out by left clicking, and you'll see that it becomes larger. So you'll see that the audio file, it should be louder at this point. So if I were to play this, you'll hear that is much louder than it was before because I selected a different portion of the audio clip. Now I'll go ahead and show that here on video. So because there was no visual indication here, so I'll select on the slip tool again, and I'll select on the aircraft the first landing shot. So I click and hold. Now when I drag in the program panel or record panel, I should see two videos showing up on the left and the right hand side. When I do that, here it is. You'll see on the left hand side is the beginning of the clip or the in point, and on the right hand side is the ending of the clip, which is the out point. So this is what you will have. So if I wanted to have this closer, let's say I wanted to have it there, this is what we should have. So if I were to play this, I should have a closer shot. And again, whether or not that works, that's up to each individual's decision of whether or not that's something they prefer. So that's how you perform trimming operations in Adobe Premiere CS6. Another trimming operation that you can utilize is the roll. So for example here, if I put to play this music, and here you hear a transition in the music. So maybe I want this video to go ahead and end here. Now if we have enough handles, we should be able to perform this operation. So I'm going to select my roll tool. So here it says rolling edit tool. I'll select on that and select on the edit point. Now when you select on this point, it's selecting both sides of both clips, and it will allow me to move this left or right. And once again, in the program or record panel, you will see the outgoing frame of one clip and the incoming frame of the other clip. So I move it to this point, and I did indeed have enough frames to do this. So if I were to play this now, I was off. So that seems to be the point of transition in the audio. So I'll go ahead and drag this way. Okay. Now to prevent what just happened, in other words, to make sure that I make my trim at the point of interest, I will go ahead and utilize a marker instead. So let me move this back this way and play my audio. So that seems to be the point there. So I'll press the letter M for marker, and you will see my marker here. So even if I play it here, wherever places, I know that if I put my playhead at the marker, that is in fact the point of transition in the music. So going back to my ripple tool, the roll tool, I will select on there and drag to that marker. And once again I will play. And that will make it a far more accurate edit. So that's how you utilize the ripple, the roll, and the slip tool in Adobe Premiere CS6. And also how you able to perform a slip edit on an audio file. This is Sierra of Chesapeake Systems. Thanks for watching.